Good morning, friends. I hope all of you are doing so wonderful. So I was thinking as we are, heading into the new year and with just some personal things that I struggle with, I wanted to take the time to share with you 3 tips to improve your mindset. I am an anxiety warrior. That is a big part of my story, is that I battled postpartum anxiety and panic attacks after my 3rd child, and it was quite debilitating. That is why I'm here today. That is how I started my journey. That is a part of my mission, is to help and to empower other women that not only can they find their balance in getting healthy, but that they can overcome their mindset, and that we together can take back control, the thoughts that we're thinking, so that we can become the women that we've been called to be. And the past 3 weeks in my household, I don't know if you have been watching my stories, but the past 3 weeks, I've just been in a mindset funk, and I've just been really struggling with some things. There's been some environmental situations going on in my house. 2 of my 3 kids are home, virtual learning, just things. You know how life happens. Life happens, and sometimes it's not a matter of even life happening. It is just, you can be in a funk and you can be in a weird headspace. And since I've been on this journey, oh my goodness, it'll be 9 years in June. I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work mentally to get where I am today. But I will always, I'm so happy, Blair, that you're listening. I've done a lot of work for 9 years now. I've gone to therapy. I've read a gazillion books. I've tried all of the techniques. But there are a couple things, and I could honestly probably give you a list of 30 things to help you improve your mindset. But I'm going to specifically give you 3 things that I've been doing over the past 2 or 3 weeks for me and my struggle, because I have been struggling the past 3 weeks with my brain. I've been struggling with, like I said, some anxious thoughts, some stress, and really just kind of feeling slightly out of control. Have you guys ever felt that way, where it's like no matter what you do, you feel out of control and you mentally feel out of control? That's me. Okay, that's how I have been feeling. So my 3 tips for you, and I really hope this can empower you to start building these healthy habits into your daily routine so that they can serve you. So they can serve you in not just your day-to-day actions, but in your life, in your entire years to come, just like they have for me. So the first thing is this, and I know some of you might cringe, and I tell my clients to do this, and they're always like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. But your number 1 tip to improving your mindset is to wake up a little earlier, to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning. I know, right? That's like probably the one thing you don't want to hear. Thank you so much, Kelly. That's probably one of the things that you don't want to do, or you don't want to hear me say, is to wake up earlier. Wake up 30 minutes earlier than you need to do. And this is a part of my Win Your Morning practices, is waking up earlier. Now, I wake up 2 hours earlier, but I did not originally start with 2 hours earlier. I started with 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I was talking to one of my clients a couple weeks ago, and she's like, I keep hitting snooze. I keep hitting snooze. I keep hitting snooze. And I'm like, girl, just set your alarm 30 minutes earlier than you would normally wake up. So if you wake up at 6, let's try 5:30. And after that first week, she had messaged me over here on the gram, and she's like, Allie, she's like, I am waking up so much more peacefully. I feel like I have more patience with my children. I feel like my day is just so much more productive, and I feel extremely intentional about all of the things that I'm doing. And that is what happens when you wake up earlier. So I want you to set an alarm for tonight or for tomorrow morning, however your routine is, for just 30 minutes earlier. And you're gonna do these 2 other tips that I'm gonna have you do in those 30 minutes, okay? If you struggle with morning routine, 2 books that I highly recommend. The first one you've probably seen me sharing, because again, I am struggling with the same exact thing right now, is the book, The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. It is thebomb.com. You need to go listen to it, go order it, go whatever you need to do. The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins, it is magical, and it's gonna help you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 yourself out of your bed and stop hitting snooze so that you can start improving your mindset in regards to your morning routine. The second tip is this. Are you ready? So you are going to have a little homework assignment for me, is to begin a gratitude journal, is to begin journaling. When I was in therapy for my postpartum, one of the most beneficial tips my therapist gave me was to start journaling. And for those that struggle with any type of anxiety or stress, it is so important to talk. I know for me, when I feel stressed and when I feel anxious, I just need to talk to someone. I just need to get it all out, and then I can process it and I feel it better. And that's the whole purpose of journaling. So this is my journal right here. And the whole purpose of journaling, specifically a gratitude journal, is for you to get it all out, to like purge it from your system, but then to flip it. So I'm going to tell you exactly how I did that in my journal. This was on January 8th. On January 8th, I'm giving you a live example of my own experience of how you are going to have a gratitude journal. So what I did here, and it's not just gratitude, it's also positive affirmations for your life, is I put here in my journal, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm stressed. That's what I said in my journal. And like, I can actually feel that. Because yesterday, I felt tired, I felt overwhelmed, and I felt stressed. And we have a choice to feel those feelings. We have a choice to react to those feelings, and that reaction can either be positive or negative. So how you're going to improve your mindset. So instead of me saying, I'm tired, I rewrote it and I said, I'm full of energy and joy. Instead of saying, I'm overwhelmed, I said, I'm calm and full of peace. Instead of saying, I'm stressed, I said, no, I am blessed. And I have goosebumps because there's so much power. There's so much power in gratitude. So instead of walking around all day saying, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I don't know how I'm going to do this with the kids. I don't know how I'm going to take all of the kids to soccer. I don't know how I'm going to do all of the homework. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, like all of those feelings. I stopped and I said, no, I'm going to rewrite the script in my brain and choose gratitude. Gratitude that I am so blessed to have 3 beautiful, healthy children, and then I'm blessed to be able to drive them to all of their activities. I am so full of joy and gratitude because I get to fill in the blank, whatever it is. So not only do I write down my thoughts and I replace them with positive thoughts, but I'll write down things that I'm grateful for. So I'm grateful for, I literally put this in my gratitude journal last Saturday, were for these leather chairs. My husband has been wanting leather chairs for as long as I can remember. He's been wanting man chairs. So we got him some man chairs. And I put that on my gratitude list because I am so blessed that I could be able to bless my husband with some chairs that he wanted. Like literally it could be as simple as coffee. I am so thankful that I now have a brand new coffee maker this morning because mine broke last week. And now I have coffee, and I'm so thankful for that. So that's your second tip to improve your mindset, is gratitude, is get a journal. You can literally go to Amazon. You can get a journal from Amazon. You can go to the dollar store, you can go to Target, wherever you want, and just get a journal. Or you know what? If your kids have a stack of notebooks from school that they're not using, grab one of their notebooks and just use that for your gratitude journal. The third tip. Okay, so the third tip is to meditate. And I was reading in my book right here, and I've been doing forms of meditation, and I like to use the word be still. Be still is what I call it on my Win Your Morning routine, being still. And in my devotional that I'm reading this month right here, it's actually called Faith and Practice by She Reads Truth. I love their devotionals. And on day 9, guess what day 9 said to do? To meditate. Meditate right here. Meditate on it day and night. So it's also biblical to meditate as well. But being still for me looks completely different. And as someone who battles stress and anxiety and who has gone through that, oh my goodness, Kelsey, it is like a game changer. It is a game changer. It's really hard to do though when you have stress and anxiety and when you have that hamster wheel brain. Like my brain is like, it doesn't stop. My brain does not stop sometimes. Even last night, I kind of struggled going to bed. So I got up, I turned the air down because I tend to fall asleep with the air down better. And I took some magnesium, but back on track with meditation. So I know that as someone who has stress, it's hard to quiet your mind. So this is something that you can build up to. And when I first started meditating and being still, it was to worship music. I would put on a worship song and I would just listen to worship music and just be still. Like I would put my phone away. I would make sure there was no noise. My 3 kids weren't around because that is a big distraction. And that's not the point of this, is to have people all over you. And I would just spend like 3 minutes, like the length of a song, I would listen to, and I would just meditate on those words, especially if you are a Jesus loving woman like me. My faith is everything, and listening to worship music, it fills up my cup. That's, I find my peace. I find my peace in, the Lord. So, having that quiet time is really important. Some other things that I do for meditation, not only do I listen to worship music for 2 to 3 minutes, but I've also used the app called Think Up. Think Up. It is incredible. I do believe there's a free version, but then you can also buy the upgraded version. It's called Think Up. And what I do in the Think Up app is, how we had those how I had you make that gratitude journal for tip number 2, is on the Think Up app, you can actually put your things that you're thankful for in there. Like if you have the same gratitudes every single day, you can put your gratitudes in there, you can put your affirmations, and you can listen to it. So this morning, if you watched my story, you will see that I had my AirPods in, and the second I rolled out of bed, I popped my AirPods in and I started listening to my morning affirmations and my gratitude. And that was another form of meditation for me, because I'm closing my eyes, I'm listening to positivity, and that's helping me really find my peace and then protect my peace at the same exact time. Other ways that you can meditate is there's so many different apps that can walk you through the process of just being still. I've gotten to a point where I can literally lay on my floor and I set a timer on my Apple Watch, and I'll put 3 minutes, and I will just lay in the darkness, in the silence, and just be still. I have been known to fall asleep doing that. But it's really important to quiet your mind. Really, really, really important to quiet your mind. Also, if you have the Apple Watch, there's a feature that says breathe, and it reminds you to breathe. That can be a part of your meditation. And it's important not just to do it in the morning, but to do it throughout the day. As someone, if you struggle with stress, if you struggle with mindset, to do it, sporadically throughout the day and take those little breaks. So those are all of my tips for you. I could probably talk for another hour about how I've, improved my mindset and how I've taken control of that. But hopefully these 3 tips you can implement into your daily life today so that they can serve you in improving your mindset, helping you have more joy, helping you have more gratitude, helping you be more intentional about your morning routine, and all of those things. So if you ever have questions, feel free to reach out to me. And that's really it. So have a fantabulous, fantabulous day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Blessed to be able to serve you with how I've overcome and how I'm still overcoming in my journey of finding my balance and getting healthy as a busy working mama of 3. So that's it. Have a fabulous day. Bye.